But one thing I've always wanted to do was make the ultimate Star Wars piece. I'm a huge fan of Drew Struzan and all, the wonderful poster art that he's done. Truly an inspiration for me and all the illustration work that I'm doing. Okay, it's an 8-part piece, each one representing one of the Star Wars movies that has come out. And this thing is going to be huge, okay? Again, I'm not talking about just a few comic book boards pieced together. I'm still working out the size, and that's something that I'm trying to figure out now, is how I'm going to do this particular size. Getting my haircut from my mom pretty much all my life. For 30 years, my mom gave me the exact same haircut. I say, Mom, cut it like this. She's like, okay. And then she cut it exactly the same. Love you, Mom. You're the best, Mom. Thanks.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
No.
How you doing?
I really question if I'm teaching too much at the moment right now. Like I mentioned before, I have 6 classes, and they are great kids, talented kids. As in fact, this week my third year concept class, we did the mannequin challenge.
Freeze like a mannequin, freeze like a mannequin, pause and hold it like a mannequin. Freeze like a mannequin, freeze like a mannequin, pause and hold it like a mannequin.
They have a really bright future ahead of them. I am so excited for what they have in store, and it's so much fun teaching these guys, for sure. But at the same time, I'm asking myself, am I teaching too much? Because I really would like a couple extra days, in all honesty.
Manitoba combined, really. And you can't sell Limburger cheese there on Sunday, nor should you. Magellan, AG.
Have a good day at school. And the fun part with all of this is, trying to share this with my family. My family's really excited that I'm doing this, that I'm trying to achieve my dreams, and having them here supporting me, that means a lot, and I really don't want to let them down. I'm full. This is what I want. Grab all of these. All of them. Take them all. This is where all the magic happens. This is where all the magic happens here. I've had this drawing table since I started college, like 1999. That's how old this drawing table is. And it still works. It's still good. This is the paper that I use over here. So for the most part, like this is like regular size comic paper, and you can get these at Curry's. They have the lines here, but I'll be honest, I hardly use these anymore. I'm using these Strathmore smooth Bristol boards now. This is the 11 by 17, and these are the 14 by 17. This is pretty much the size I work in. Then I get my toys here like this. Here's my Star Wars book. Well, one thing I do like about this particular book is that it's broken down by movie. But there are a couple more books, a couple more encyclopedias I wanted to get, just to get that little bit extra detail. These are my supplies on my kids' Winnie the Pooh tables here. Of course, I use the Sharpie and the microns. The microns range from 005 to 08. Pretty much what I use. For the thick ones, I use these Staples Duro markers or these Sharpie's chisel tips. It's called for whiteout. I use this particular whiteout here. This is a pencil correcting pen. And I started using these gel pens. I tried this this week, and they are pretty good. This is a French curve that I use. I use this for mostly all of my straight edges. Now, like I mentioned last week, I've done big murals before. Like I've done one for Transformers a long time ago, around 2003, and it was about this was about 12 boards that were pieced together. And that actually took me a year, but then I was working comics full time. As well. So that's what kind of hindered me, and I was young and naive and I was lazy at that time. That's why it took me so long to finish that particular piece, but it turned out fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some boards on the floor here just to see how big I want this guy to be. I have an idea in mind, so I'm gonna do that first, and we'll see if I want it bigger or smaller than what it is. So. Okay, so here we have 8 sections, so they will be like all taped together. At the same time, I just put the spaces so you can understand how they would be separated. So the far one there'll be episode 1, the bottom one would be 2, the next one up would be 3, the bottom one would be Rogue One, the one up here would be A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back. At the bottom here, we're gonna have Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens down here. So that is how I plan on breaking this particular one up, but just to show you guys how actually big this thing is, let me lie down beside it. Okay, here's the deal. Like, I'm looking at this right now, and looking at this the way it is right now, it's doable. It's doable. I've done things like this before. Like I've done, like I mentioned before, I've done that Transformers one. I actually did one for my church, which was actually not that much bigger than this. It's big. It's big. It'll be impressive for sure. But you know, I'm looking at this guy right here, this mural here. This one I did here, these YouTube stars here. This is 8 boards. This is 8 boards, and I am so tempted to actually do each one this size. This is 8 boards. So literally each one of these guys would be 1 episode. So 8 boards, which would mean this thing would be massive. It would literally be the size of my wall. Size of my wall all the way down, which would be incredible. The only question is, will I be able to finish that in a year? That I don't know. So admittedly, this week wasn't as productive as I would have liked it to. I really wanted to really lay out everything, but before I did that, I really needed to sit down and refresh my mind with all the movies. This is my layout. This is if I'm going to do it that size, but I can always adjust it later on. But I'm just trying to figure out what are the key parts that should be standing out of the image as a whole. And that's the thing. Like, I know personally, like I understand the basics for every single movie, but just in case there's something I'm missing, then I'll go back and try to figure that out. But also trying to see how they would work interconnected to each other. So it's going to take quite a few viewings of this just to get it all in my head. So I spent a lot of time sitting down and then trying to write out all the specific scenes, the key scenes. Here's the thing, I just don't want to just jam like all the characters, just floating around. When people go and they look at this specific artwork, I want them to spend like an hour looking at this thing. It's not just something they would go look, oh cool, and walk away. No, I want to have them look at this art and see the movie unfolding. So what I would like to do with each specific piece is actually draw each of the key scenes in there. So I'm literally gonna have 100 Luke Skywalkers drawn, probably even like double the R2-D2s and C-3POs, especially since they're in all the movies. So that is the goal, that is the hope, but at the same time, it's a ton of work. This piece is the greatest challenge that I've ever faced professionally, for sure. Can I get this done? at the size I want to get this done. Because doing the size, once I start, there's no turning back. There's no turning back. I can't get halfway through this thing and then decide, no, it's too big. You know, with everyone supporting me and my followers supporting me, it's a great feeling. And I'm confident. Right now, I'm very, very confident I can pull it off. Though, ask me in a couple months, and we'll see how confident I am then.